So the questions goes like that, right? So there is, if a question you answer correctly, you get 4 marks. If you answer wrongly, you get 3 marks deducted. And if you did not answer the question, nothing happens. You just get 0 marks. So there are 2 children, you got John and you got Peter. And the question is, how many questions were there in the quiz? So let's focus on John because John has the most information. Let's focus on John. Now, John has answered 25 questions wrongly. So obviously he will lose some marks. For every question that is answered wrongly, John will lose 4 marks, plus he will get 3 marks deducted from his total score. So altogether, he will lose 7 marks for every question he answered wrongly. That one understand, right? 4 marks, he will lost it because he don't get the 4 marks because he's wrong. 3 marks is a penalty. So altogether, he lost 7 marks. So if John had answered 25 questions wrongly, then in total, he lost 175 marks. Now, look at this column. This column tells you John answered every question. There's no question that John didn't answer. And then the third column tells you the total score John gets. So this is basically the questions that John got answered correctly. Wait, these are the questions that John answered correctly. So if you 165 plus 175, you'll get what you get is the total score. Basically, what this 340 represent is that if John were to answer every question correctly, he will get a full score of 340. So this is the perfect score, 340. So if I use 340 divided by 4, I'll get the number of questions in the quiz. Okay, any question? Any question on that? Not a question, let's go on to part B. How many questions did Peter not answer? So let's look at Peter now. Peter has answered 13 questions wrongly, and that will cost him how many marks? That will cost him 91 marks. So Peter lost 91 marks. And if this 13 question, Peter had answered correctly, if he had answered this 13 question correctly, he wouldn't have lost 91 marks, right? His total score would have been 229 plus 91, 320. So this will be the total score Peter would have achieved if he answered those questions he answered all correctly. There are some questions he didn't answer. If he answered every question, he wouldn't get 320. He would be getting 340. Correct. If you have answered every question correctly, he would be getting 340. But he's getting 320. So obviously there's some question over here that he didn't answer, and that's why he don't get any marks. So let's see. So the number of questions answered correctly will be 320 divided by 4. There's 80 questions he answered correctly. So if I use 85 minus 80, I get 5. And 5 will be the questions that Peter didn't answer. Another way of looking at this is there's a shortcut, You look at this. If Peter had answered every question correctly, he'll be getting 340. And if he had answered those questions he answered, and all those questions answered, he got it right, he'll get 320. So the difference of 340 and 320 is 20. That 20 marks are marks lost because he didn't answer them. every question that he didn't answer, he lost 4 marks. So you can use 20 divided by 4, you will still get 5. So it depends on which method you want to do. So the second method will be much faster. It's just 340 minus 320 divided by 4. Actually, it's the same. The number of steps are the same. Okay, so whichever method is fine. Any question? No question?